We'll be seeing Tonio Burton on the Olympia stage once again this year. How well can he place? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Tonio Burton once again will be on the Olympia stage. He is twice a top 10 Olympian. In 2022, he placed 10th in the 212 Olympia. Following year, he moved into the open division, qualified for the Olympia, placed 8th in the 2023 Olympia. That was a good lineup. It was a strong, competitive lineup, and he placed 8th. He qualified for last year's Olympia, decided not to compete, wanted to take the year off to make some improvements, mainly put some muscle on. When we saw him on stage again, when he qualified for this year's Olympia, he definitely put on some muscle. According to Tonio, it was a good 10, 12 pounds of stage weight that he added from his previous time on the stage. It was muscle. It was he brought in his trademark conditioning. He didn't just put on weight, he put on some solid muscle. How well can he place this year? After all, he did place 8th in the Olympia Open Division in 2023, and it was a good, strong lineup. This is probably a stronger, more competitive lineup, but as I just stated, Tonio has made some improvements. You know, he's been compared a lot to Dexter Jackson, and for good reason. Shape, structure, uh, muscle bellies, always brings in that conditioning. Dexter was the blade. Known for his conditioning, Tonio always brings in that conditioning. He doesn't have any weak body parts. He is very complete. And he has very small joints, knees and elbows. And that, when you put on whatever muscle he puts on, it looks like he put on a lot more because of those small joints. It gives that illusion. Now, Dexter Jackson, Tonio is not going to be the biggest man on that stage on the come the Olympia. Dexter Jackson was never the biggest man on the stage. He was the most winning bodybuilder of all time. He was Mr. Olympia once. Arguably could have been Mr. Olympia a second time. He was a perennial top 5 Olympian for many years. I think it was 2001 when he really made his move, when he placed 6th place at the Olympia, and then from that point on, the rest is history. Like I said, Tonio, like Dexter, is not the biggest man on stage and never will be the biggest man on stage. I do think he's going to add on some muscle, like Dexter, add on a little bit of muscle year by year, but at a very slow pace. Doesn't have to, with that type of physique, doesn't have to just put on a lot of muscle. It doesn't, like I said, 2 pounds on a body like Tonio, someone with the structure that he has, could look like 6, 7 pounds. So he really doesn't have to rush things. He is definitely top 10 material. As strong and competitive as this lineup is, he is top 10 material for sure. I've no doubt about that. Now, where can he place in the top 10? I'm not making any predictions here, but I will not be surprised at all if Tonio Burton makes the first call out. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm like I said, I'm not making any predictions now, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tonio winds up in the top six. And I'm not going to even begin to guess where we might be able to place in, in that the top six, but it would not surprise me at the least. He is that good of a bodybuilder. I do expect him to be a little bigger on the Olympia stage than we saw him just now at Romania. And I do expect him to bring in his trademark conditioning, like Dexter Jackson. You cannot leave the door open for him. You can't make any mistakes because he's going to push you aside and move right in there. Tonio Burton could be that bodybuilder. You cannot take him lightly. You cannot make mistakes with him and leave the door open, because if you do, he just might push you aside and step right in there. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.